Somebody please tell me what this lady is doing in the streets here, guys. What is she doing?
She's gonna get hit by a car.
Should she get arrested for this? Is this a Democrat? Like, if you look at her behavior, I want y'all to tell me, do you think that this is a Democrat or a Republican or a conservative just based on this behavior, this crazy activity that this lady is doing? Y'all let me know down below. Just type in Democrat, Republican, or conservative. You know, guys, some of these guys really make me laugh. When I hear things like this Donald Trump post, for example, right? Robert De Niro is saying that he's going to be leaving the United States if Donald Trump wins the presidency in 2024. First of all, Robert De Niro, can you guys name any Robert De Niro movies? Is Robert De Niro even relevant in 2024? Like, I personally won't give two craps if Robert De Niro leaves the United States if Donald Trump wins the election against Kamala Harris. And number two, I couldn't even tell if he might already have left the United States. That's how irrelevant this guy is to me. What do y'all think?
I do want to say one word about President Biden.
So we're at the Democratic National Convention, and what he says about Joe Biden is incredibly shocking.
So I'm here in California, and I met a woman with a hat on that said, vote for Kamala Harris. And I'm always interested in both sides. Call me Curious George. So we talked a little bit. She realized I was a veteran. I said, why is it that you're voting for Kamala? I'm very interested in this.
Our election is about understanding the importance of this beautiful country of ours in terms of what we stand for around the globe as a democracy.
I can imagine what can be and be unburdened by what has been. You know? What can be unburdened by what has been.
There are those who are unable to see what can be, but there are many more who are able to see what can be unburdened by what has been.
And she said, well, you're a veteran, don't you know? And I said, no, ma'am, I don't. She said, well, Trump said that all veterans and all service members who died for their country are suckers and losers.
Wow. This phrase that they've made up about what Donald Trump allegedly said about veterans has gone viral. And it's amazing how many people believe the lies that are being told out here, guys.
And I said, ma'am, I think that was hearsay. I thought that was hearsay. And she said, no, go check it out yourself. I actually saw a video of Trump saying out of his mouth that all veterans and service members that died for their country are suckers and losers. And I was pretty taken aback by this because
I looked for that and I could not find that anywhere. Do you guys believe what he's telling us here?
I had never seen this personally. And if that was true, if Trump did say this, I would immediately disengage from him. And I think most veterans would, because it's so far out there, radical and extreme and egregious, right? That's just a place you don't go with me and most people that I know, all right? So I was so taken aback by this, and she was so convincing that I couldn't even argue with her. I couldn't even say, no, there's not a video like that, because she was so diehard. She goes, just go check it out, just go Google it. So after we got done talking, you know, I went into this deep dive of information, researching all over the net.
And I gotta say that this is what most Kamala Harris voters don't do. They don't do their research. They're not doing their research. And I'm not trying to attack anybody, but this is what I see. Like, I keep seeing like all these Kamala Harris supporters telling me about how she's a great speaker. She's not a great speaker. She's like the worst speaker in the world. She can't even speak. Everything that she says is pre-written for her through a script that she's reading. She's been caught rereading the same script over and over and over and over again. So she's a script reader. There's nothing wrong with that, but just admit it. She's so professional. She looks presidential. I hear these silly phrases and I'm like, wait. None of your arguments for why she should be president of the United States have any degree of substance. Nothing is policy based, and all of the policies she's implemented thus far, because she's in the White House already as the vice president of the United States, They've all been destroying the United States. Nothing has been good for the middle class. Nothing has been good for business. Everything is socialist and commie based.
Kamala went full communist. You heard that? She went full communist. She wants to destroy our country. After causing catastrophic inflation, Comrade Kamala announced that she wants to institute socialist price controls. You saw that. Never worked before. Never, ever worked.
Tried so hard to find this video because I wanted to see what she was talking about because she was so convincing. And after a long search, I found that there was not one shred of evidence, all right, not one shred of actual factual evidence of video of him saying that out of his mouth that veterans and service members that died for their country were suckers and losers. And the sad thing is about this scenario is that the nice lady that I ran into on the street with the Vote for Kamala Harris hat on actually really 100% unequivocally believes that she saw that video. She was totally convinced. And it just goes to show you.
That's the thing. There are so many people who are so emotionally tied to Kamala because the media has spent a tremendous level of money and effort. I mean, the Kamala Harris talks about the return on investment. You want to talk about return on investment? You want to talk about the ROI of Kamala's campaign, the money that she basically stole from donors to the Biden campaign? They've been dumping a tremendous amount of money into these ads, into the media, into the news stations, trying to promote this remanufactured image of Kamala Harris. They want to make Kamala Harris blacker than ever before. They want to convince America that she's been the greatest vice president that we've ever had, even though everyone knows that 60 days ago, she was always the laughing stock. She's never done anything. Most people, when I watched a Benny Johnson video. Let me know if you guys watch Benny Johnson, or if you guys have seen this Benny Johnson video where he's like going through the streets, interviewing people, asking them what they think about Kamala Harris. And there were so many people he interviewed that they didn't even know who she was. She's not doing anything for the American people. She's not lowering taxes. She's not helping the border. She's not helping the educational system. She's not lowering the cost of living. Inflation, there's nothing that I can list that she has done that has helped the average American today, guys.
If you spread a lie to the masses long enough,
they will
actually be convinced that they saw it, not just heard it, but they actually saw him say this.
This is powerful.
And that's how dangerous misinformation being spread out to the masses is over a long period of time. It can actually change the way an entire country looks, hears, and then acts. And then pretty soon Rome is burning, and you know the rest of the story. Would love to hear your comments below.
Guys, like, I hope you guys take this to heart. I hope you share this video with somebody who needs to hear it, because I've heard this statement being reiterated so many different times. Oh, Donald Trump said, you know, veterans and the military, they're suckers and losers, and Donald Trump never said that. In fact, Donald Trump debunked this, but this is not what the media is promoting. Donald Trump said that there were like 19 people who were with him that confirmed him that they were all in the military. 19 different military participants or military members had confirmed that Donald Trump never once said what he was being accused of saying. And the one military official who claimed that Donald Trump had said that our military servicemen and women were suckers and losers was basically a Biden operative. So you guys take that for what it's worth, but this looks like yet again another smear job against Donald Trump. Let me know your thoughts, guys. Drop me some comments down below. I'd love to hear from you guys. We don't always have to agree. That's cool. We can still be friends. Hit the like button, subscribe, share the video. I got a lot more coming for you guys.